marry your best friend. He told me go marry your best friend. It's true. He's trying to marry me. He's trying to fight places for my best friend. Like, I know. Yeah, he's supposed to marry you, but that way. Like, I'm supposed to take that out. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what are you saying?
Imagine you're the wedding day. She's there as a best friend. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Rai. These are my friends Tila and Tamira, and we've got AMOS. Obviously, yes, they are twins. They're not, they are twins, guys. So the first question we've got today is it okay if your partner has the opposite sex best friend?
Oh, nah, nah. Yes, I don't mind.
No.
I don't mind.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Go. Why do you think? Why is it a bad thing? Okay, those who think it's bad, why do you think?
I'll hear what the girls say first because we're different in it. Like,
I just feel that there should be no best friend with the opposite sex outside your significant other. I feel that anything. What are you talking about with your best friend that you can't talk outside your significant other, that you can't talk with your boyfriend or
girlfriend? With a problem though. Like.
But I think that it does depend on how long they've been friends. Like, for example, they could be friends from small, and then you met your boyfriend, say, when you're like 20, and then never had that friend. What are they supposed to do? Just X that friend off just because you've... I don't think that they should X the friend off. I think that's when boundaries come in now, because you're not marrying them, you've married somebody else. So that best friend outside of your significant other should have, should know boundaries. I don't personally think that, say if like I had a boyfriend and they had a best friend, I wouldn't want my boyfriend expressing themselves or being emotionally transparent with another female, because I feel like that there's room for emotional cheating there. You know where emotional cheating always leads to? Yeah, but technically if they're friends if they're friends before, then they're already gonna know the boundaries anyway, because a friendship is not a relationship. It's a relationship, but it's not a friendship. No, it's not a relationship, it's a friendship. So they should already have boundaries in place before. When you come on, you're just that person that's come. Obviously, you're a lot more important, but the boundaries should already be set from before. But the question is, so why is it a problem? But the question is that, so for example, if I have a boyfriend and they have a best friend, is that woman gonna feel some type of way? Even if there's gonna be no, like, you know what I mean, no like to one another and everything, are they gonna feel some type of way? And if they get jealous, that's a red flag for me.
What the partner?
That's true.
That's a good point.
The best friend, so if the best friend starts to get jealous over,
you know what?
Personally,
from experience, I've got a best friend who's a female, and she
was you in a relationship at the time?
Yeah, she's always not. What do you mean?
Like when you had his best friend, was you in a relationship?
Yeah. And she's been in my life for a good 6 years, 6+ years, and it's that long. Hot at you, Moni, you don't know gang. You really don't know straight down. And like we've never, thanks be to God, she's a proper best friend. It's not like when people say they have a best friend when they've had past history with them and then they become best friends. It's not like that. We legit, like we've never dated, we never kissed, like nothing like that. And she's seen every relationship I've had. You get me? So she's never ever been jealous about it. She's never ever all she's done would give me godly advice about the relationship and just give me advice where it's like, Amos, you're not being treated good, And there's only one person that had a problem with her, but she's
okay, so do you feel like the best friend should always make the step, or do you feel like you should make the effort first? How do you feel about that?
I think they should make the effort with me,
Why?
Why?
I don't know, it's just like that's with me, innit? Like I don't feel like I should go over to you and introduce myself to you. Like me and whoever are dating, and I have to introduce myself. Now you said me and her are best friends, we know each other from school, blah blah blah, how's it going? What's your name, what you like to do? You know, I think make conversation.
I
make you feel more welcome. I'm not having to graft to him. Yes, in theory I've got to like him. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, true.
Does that make sense?
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
definitely. I definitely do. I agree with Emma in terms of it depends on like what's happened, like what is their history. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If the history is like the whatever, then that's a bit like, nah, why are you still there, or why are you still on the scene like that? I get that, but then same time, I still stand by not. There has to be like, for example, if you're best friend, that means you tell them everything and you're transparent. However, I still feel that now when you've got a significant other, now there becomes boundaries in what you tell them now, what you share with them. Does that make sense? Regardless if you know that that's your best friend, because
you're still pursuing and you're still eventually, I would hope, going to marry this other person. So you have to have boundaries as well in the information that you share with them.
So how far can you go with the information that you share with your best friend? And what do you go to them and say, okay, I have this problem? Like, what do you go to them and say? I don't know, because I know, but it's like, I wouldn't want, say if like I had a boyfriend, I wouldn't want him going to his female best friend and be like, oh, I'm so sad. No, but I hope that he comes to me and he can tell me that, because then I'd feel some type of way that he feels more comfortable telling his best friend about how he's feeling. So you're referring to like his personal issues or his
personal issues in regards to the relationship, because he's not trying to fix the relationship with his best friend, he's trying to fix the relationship with me. So I still feel there's boundaries.
Okay, so you don't want him to go to the best friend about the relationship
about everything, yeah? That's what I think.
You know what?
Your best friend everything. That's what I think.
I agree, but I don't agree, because like, for example, the worst thing you can do sometimes is be heated in the moment and go straight to your partner and talk to them about it, because sometimes you'll say things you don't really mean. And sometimes the first point, like, if I have a problem, like in the past with a relationship, the first point I'll go to is Ryan and be like, bro, this is pissing me off.
He's male though,
and or I will go to Monique and she'll be like, Amos. And the thing is, when I talk to Monique about relationship problems, she's correcting me and be like, Amos, females are just like that. You need to get used to it. You get me? Because sometimes we don't. On that level, I think it's good to have kind of that female person there, because when, as much as we can give our boy advice to each other,
you need that.
And the female will be like, hey, this is normal. Females act like that. They just to get used to it. Like one time, I was saying to Monique, like, why doesn't like this person get over me? Like, why is it so long? Why does she take so long to get over? She's like, Amos, it's just females. Females take longer than guys. You get me? So that made me understand and like shut me down and be like, okay, cool. You get me?
I get you.
So I think like,
sorry, carry on.
I think with that, it's like it's hard to like, you know, if it's a best friends, they're the first point of contact. It's natural because you've had that for how many years, you get me? So just to cut it off like that, it'll be hard. But I guess out of respect anyway, you'll think, okay, there's certain things I can't say, but there's certain things I can say. But it's I don't know.
But then I don't fully agree with the whole terms of, oh, it's just females, that's just what they like, because you're not trying to understand every female, you're trying to understand that specific woman. Does that make sense? So there's a sense where you have to take a step back and be like, okay, even though females are known to act this way, why is she acting this way? Because remember, you're pursuing her. Does that make sense?
So that's what I would say. The best friend needs to get to know the female to understand her.
Okay, what if they have like a sister or like a brother? They're not really best friend, but sister or brother that they're really, really close to. And like you always see them hanging around with each other and all sorts of. For example,
biological sister.
No, like a fake. For example, like Shanice, like. I've said this all the time. If any of my partners have beef with Shanice, I have to leave with my partner, because Shanice is just the best. Like she's our sister. Like, you can't look
if anybody had beef with Shanice, should leave your partner for Shanice.
Yes, no. I'll leave my partner because I don't understand how you can have beef with Shanice. Shanice is one of those people. That sounds so icky. That's what I'm trying to say. Shanice is basically a mandem. Like she's actually a guy. Like she's more mandem than all of us sometimes. You get me? Like she's really, really hard. But like with her, she's been our little sister for ages. Like
she's a girl, by the way.
No,
she's a girl.
Shanice.
Yeah, she's like mandem. So like, you know, with that, it's like we class her as our sister. She's not biologically our sister, but blood couldn't make us any closer. And for me, if my partner basically just assumes, because you know, not females and males can just assume once they see like the opposite sex as a friend or brother, they assume like, oh no, it's gonna be bad and ta. If they never ever took the time out to get to know my sister, that would be a problem for me.
Because, not make the effort.
Not put the effort. Because for me, like if a class student has my brother or my sister and we're not really related, that means like, for me, I feel like it's it's kind of, you're obliged to get to know them, you get me? Because you're going to be in my life, and that means you're going to be around them, you get me? So what would you guys do in that situation if your boyfriend had a sister, and say like you guys didn't agree on certain things and what time is always around her, always like chilling with her, always on their Snapchat?
Then I would say that there's a reason. There's a reason, because
question it.
Like for example, okay, you're seeing it from a male's perspective and looking at another woman, even though you guys say that she's mandem. We're seeing it from a perspective of a woman to a woman. And sometimes a woman can warn you, and your woman that you're pursuing can warn you, and you may not see it. Does that make sense? But if a woman's saying something, we're saying it for a reason. Not every woman's like, you know, that kind of like drama type, insecure type. Sometimes we're seeing things and we're like, you know what? There's something dodgy about that girl, and I don't trust her. So I think it's a bit dramatic or a bit like, you know, to say, oh, I'd let go with my significant other if they had a problem with your sister or Shanice or something like that. I would say that's a bit dramatic, because if they have a problem, there's got to be a reason for it, you know. If you're saying she's like Mandem, and you know, that means that she's not insecure as well. That means if she's saying that she has a problem with her, there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you have to kind of look at that as well. That's what I would say.
I think it's also assessing the situation, like why is the problem there? Like, because it could be a one-sided thing, could be that person's caused trouble, or it could be. So I think for me, if I'm in that predicament, I would genuinely, for me, I don't have a problem like my boyfriend having, you know, friends that are females or close friends that are females, you know. But I am very observant, and I like to watch before I comment, or watch before I even assume, be like, nah, that's not right, I'd rather, for me, I would get to know the sister, and I'd be like, okay, well, what are you about? You know, not for any reason to find something, but because I'm genuinely interested. And then if I feel like something's a bit off, then I'd like make a comment. But then it's up to him. He should know, my boyfriend should know the boundaries to say, okay, you don't need to always be on Snapchat, you don't always need to be hanging around, but you don't always need to be doing this. Okay. Do you know what I mean? He should know anyway, so I feel like for me, why would I go and try and intervene? Because it's not really, I don't feel like it's my place to do that.
When you're in a relationship, I think the best friend should be your partner.
Oh my God, what would you do,
I agree
if
with that.
like you found out, that your best friend, was your girlfriend's best friend too?
So if your best friend
okay, so your best friend, Amos has a best friend and he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, and
your best friend's with Amos's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's some next triangle. That is. That's messed up.
That's too friendly.
Yeah, it's too friendly.
I don't like that. It's too friendly because you know, you like, there's no, I don't like that. It's like what's that Shakespeare story from back in the day when that love triangle thing?
Do you want me to Juliet?
It's not Romeo and Juliet.
Macbeth.
I think it's Macbeth, something like that. Some next triangle, that reminds me of that man, that person, this and this person there, all that. Nah, I don't like that.
Nah, that's dead.
Nah.
I just think that when you're in a relationship, not everyone's supposed to be involved in it. That's what
what I'm saying. I feel like
I really just think it's really just tying everything down and just be like, okay, not everyone needs to know everything, not everyone needs to be involved in it. Yes, you have friends, yes, you have best friends, yes, you have family, but not everybody needs to know what's going on, because when it's for better and for worse and you're saying those vows, that's you and your partner, you know what I mean? That is you and your partner at the end of the day. It's not you, your mum and your grandma and your cat and your dog. It's not everybody, it's you and that person. Although everyone else still matters, however, you're not trying to pursue everybody else, you're trying to pursue that specific person.
But if
if
they're true, they should just already know the boundaries. It's literally that.
I don't think that you have to fight, oh, can you do this please? Can you not do this? Can you not do this? Because you have to fight and get that out of them, then that's a red flag as well. That's what I'd say. Like,
if your partner had a gay best friend and the best friend was like always commenting on their like what would you call it, assets, or just saying, oh, that's cute, or look at that, look, how would you feel about that? Do you think that's too far?
Yeah, because he's a man.
Yeah, he's still a man.
At the end of the day, he's still a man.
Still a man.
Yeah. All of my girl's assets, my wifey's assets are mine.
Yeah.
They belong to me, so you're commenting on me. So for one, that can't work.
Can't work. That's not yours. And the thing is, I was watching this movie the other day, and this female thought the guy was gay, but he wasn't. He was acting gay, and she was like, "Just touch them," because she thought, okay, he's gay, so you know you wouldn't feel a thing towards it, and that would happen. And
imagine that.
I'm allowed to touch the bits. Like, no,
it's too far.
Your girlfriend's going out, and then she's like, "Oh, what bra should I wear today?" And he's like, "Oh, well, this one, and put it on for you," and all that. Because girls do that, don't they? And that's if you're gay, that's common, innit?
Yeah.
Man, them don't do that.
No.
You don't got all of these boxes of cubby pants. Put it on me. We don't do that. That's, and if I walk in my bedroom, my bedroom's for me and my wife only. No one else has gone in there, you know. Once I buy that house, I'll show you the room and say, look, this house looks nice. After that door's locked. Anyone comes to the house, use the downstairs toilet.
Still allow your girlfriend's friends in your room where you. I wouldn't even with your partner.
I wouldn't even do that.
That's true. Now, actually, I take that back.
I wouldn't even
go in the spare room.
Would you?
You should be out your spare room, yeah, definitely.
Would you, Emma?
I don't know, because
that's intimate, yeah. That's a place
I don't know, because I've seen my mum's best friend go in her room all the time when they're just literally getting dressed and like, because okay, for example, I'm only saying it because she said children, so it's not like she would go into my brother's room or whatnot. You get me? They'll go into the same room, and my dad would be downstairs. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that becomes as with like age and stuff like that. As you
I think with ladies, it's not as difficult. Like,
if guys would be weird.
If me and Amanda are at home and it's just her and we have just the babies and sleeping, then she's gonna have to take them into the bedroom, innit? But she don't need to be lying on no bed. They don't need to be in no sheets. Then you put in a bed because that's where we do our thing. So find yourself a chair and sit there. You know what I mean? But I don't mind it all over the bed. But otherwise, that's calm. But I wouldn't have been the man them upstairs. They would always stay downstairs.
Because we wouldn't.
Yeah, but I want myself a little guide pad where I put a television.
That makes sense.
But for a man to be in there, like dressing your wife, is just boundaries.
Even if it's gay, like
that's just too much.
It is too much.
Girl, them
because you still have different parts at the end of the day. Like it's still.
It's true.
Yeah, and then he's getting dressed in there as well. Nah, you mad? No, I'm the only piece you should see. Nobody else.
Yes, amen.
Yeah, our room is just for us, and that's how I see it. That's what I wouldn't. It depends though. It depends. I don't know because like I'm that type of person. Like I love people. Yeah, come my room, all this type of stuff. But
I'm not like that.
I feel like if my husband, like if my boyfriend wasn't like. Didn't like it, then I would obviously have to compromise.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. I just feel like when you're married, like I don't know, I'm probably the granny here, but like when you're married, it's just I feel like that's your place of intimacy. That's where you lie down. That's where you have your intimacy with your partner, and I feel like that's you guys' place. That's where you make your babies. That's where you have your fun and stuff like that. I don't think everybody needs to be in there. That's just me personally. That's just me. Like there's a living room, like Ryan was saying, there's a living room. There's chairs and that. Go and sit down in the living room. Why do you need to be upstairs in the bedroom?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just what I think.
No, it's true.
That's what I think anyway.
I'll put them in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
You know, in them nice kitchens they got like an island.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you like America? People are chilling. When I was in America, everyone chills in the kitchen. And no one lives in no living room. Yeah, no, I got a living room to eat dinner.
Yeah.
And I have like television. Everyone's in the kitchen, just eating out the food, lying on the table, on the floor, on the chairs. People don't go in living rooms like that in America. So now I have one little island, and everyone can be chilling in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Sit on the island, bed stools, like little bean bags. And just jamming it.
That'd be cool.
Speaking of the televisions. And the living room is just there for like that Christmas, birthdays. And I have the table. I have my mum's now just set out ready. And I have jelly at the plates there. But yeah. That's the wrap then, guys. That's what we got time for today. So again, let me know your thoughts. So comment on the comments below. Let me know your thoughts and tell me what you think. Please no to best friend. Yes to a friend.
To best friend,
But no to best friend.
Yeah.
So guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Share it. Make sure you share it, please, guys, and like it as well. But yeah, that's what we got time for today. And thank you. Tune in next time. Bye.